As promised, my take on the 2014 class of 2014 in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I'm in no particular order. Tim Flock, from the early days, from almost the beginning in NASCAR, only run 7 full-time seasons, won 2 championships. I think he said 39 races, and had a season, unbelievable season in 1955, driving for Carl Kiekhaefer in the Mercury outboard cars. They were actually Chrysler cars, sponsored by Kiekhaefer's Mercury outboard. 18 wins. What can you say? Deserves to be in. And here's one I'm really glad that got in. Jack Ingram, the Iron Man. 3-time late model sportsman champ when it was a short track series, when they chased races all over the country, having multiple cars and multiple crews. Later, 2-time, then I think it was actually Budweiser late model sportsman series then. Then it became the Busch series. Now it's the Nationwide series. 2-time champ of that. I'm really glad to see him in. Deserves it. Everybody on that list deserved to be in. You can't argue that. Dale Jarrett, I kind of think it's a little early for him. Number one, I've said this before, and I'll use a case in point of Cotton Owens, who did not live to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, although it was said he did know he was elected, but unfortunately did not live to take the honor himself. But, you know, I kind of think it's early for Jarrett. I said the same thing for Rusty Wallace, then again, that's part of the problem. I think part of the problem with that is some of the fan voting, and maybe some of the younger guys, younger people on the voting committee might not know enough about some of the old time guys. Now, this was a driver heavy class, and the only one that wasn't a driver, Maurice Petty. 7 championships with his brother Richard Petty. Hall of Famer Richard Petty is an engine builder. 8 Daytona 500 wins as an engine builder, 7 with Richard and 1 with Pete Hamilton in a Petty car. 1 races in, it's kind of funny, they kind of got it wrong on Race Hub. 1 races in building engines for Big Block Ford, the Hemi, the wedge engine Chrysler Mopars, the Dodges, the Plymouths, small block Mopars, the Dodge engines, and small block Chevrolet engines. Now, they actually said on Race Hub that he built engines for winning Buicks, Pontiacs, and Oldsmobiles. Not exactly true, because they were using the basic Chevrolet engine in those cars, if I'm thinking right. And the 5th one is another driver whose career in life ended at Charlotte in the World 600 in 1964 in a fiery crash, which I believe hastened the retirement of 2 other Hall of Famers who were in the wreck. Both Junior Johnson and Ned Jarrett retired within a couple years of that wreck. Fireball Roberts, Richard Petty called him the first superstar. Now, it's unconfirmed. Fireball Roberts never won a championship, but I don't believe, except for maybe 1 year, he ever really chased a championship. He may not even 1 year. 1 Daytona with a then unheard of average of 152 mile an hour, I think they said. But it's a good class. Now, me personally, I don't even know if he was nominated. I would have loved to have seen Benny Parsons get in. As a former Dale Earnhardt fan, before he was tragically killed, Richard Childress, his owner, and now as a Dale Jr. fan, I'd like to have seen Rick Hendrick, who were nominated. I'd also like to see, and I know I probably want more than 5. I think there needs to be more than 5 for sports that's been around since the late 40s. H. Clay Earls from Martinsville, founded the Martinsville Speedway, promoted it basically until his death. Bruton Smith was on the nominating committee, was nominated. He's done some good things for racing, although I did make a vlog about don't let him move the Charlotte race. I would like to see ESPN get in as a network, literally. They did more for NASCAR in the 80s than anybody going. When they got the crazy idea they could go to Bristol, they could go to Martinsville, they could televise the races. They literally made Bristol into the sellout it became till the economy tanked. Now the Excellence for Media Award, the Squire Hall Award, I believe it's called. I could be wrong on that. If I am, I'm sorry. I'd like to see that go to ESPN for contribution to racing to NASCAR over the years, because quite frankly, when Fox and NBC and TNT took over, ESPN got a really raw deal, getting shut out. Actually, I'm DVRing. Race Hub's still on. I'm DVRing it, but I've got it on with the sound down there, interviewing Dale Jarrett right now, who joins his father in the Hall of Fame. But that's just been kind of my take. But NASCAR Hall of Fame needs more than 5 a year. They should have put, the very first year, they should have put maybe 50 to 100 in. I'm serious. Almost every one of the ones that's been in so far, with a possible exception of Dale Jarrett, who may not have been out of the seat long enough then. I'm not sure. I don't have the figures in front of me. But nobody is in the Hall of Fame that doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but they need more than 5. That's just been kind of my take. You can like, you can dislike, you can disagree, you can agree, comment. You know, if you think I'm wrong, put a dislike on me and tell me why I'm wrong in the comments.